Hello and welcome to this FPL Gameweek 27 free hit edition of FPL Hacks with me, Holly Shand. FPL Gameweek 27 is a blank game week, no Liverpool players or Chelsea or Arsenal either, crucially no Mo Salah, lots of fantasy managers looking to use the free hit chip this week to take advantage of good fixtures elsewhere. There's lots of premium options we can own, but with the budget tight, we can't go for them all. So I'm going to delve into the data today to decide which players are the best ones to own. If you're playing your free hit this week, do get in the comments and let me know. And if you're enjoying the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Now, the first fixture that jumps out to me is Manchester United hosting Watford. Manchester United in great form right now. Watford look like they could potentially be relegation candidates, so it's a good opportunity to have a look at the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes for our free hit teams. Now, looking at these two options, Cristiano Ronaldo has had 15 shots on goal in his last 4 games, but he's only scored 1 goal this calendar year. And the thing that we need to remember with him is we have seen a little bit of rotation. Manchester United have got Atletico Madrid away in the Champions League this midweek, FA Cup weekend afterwards, so it'll be interesting to see whether he gets minutes this midweek. That could mean that he may be rotated at the weekend. So I think if you were to go with one of these options, I do think that Bruno Fernandes is perhaps the better pick. And obviously if Ronaldo misses out, Bruno will be on penalties. He's really benefited from a change in the formation at Manchester United, now playing that number 10 role where he absolutely excels. Goal threat and assist threat from him, 13 shots on goal in his last 4 games. He's also created 20 chances, and he needs his teammates to improve their finishing because from 3 big chances created, he's only managed to get himself 1 assist. But a great option, and he's nailed on to be in my free hit team this week. Moving on to look at options from Spurs then, after that emphatic win against Manchester City last weekend, it's now a trip to Leeds United, who have conceded 7 goals in their last 2 games, so it's looking promising having a look at these Spurs assets. Now, Harry Kane has looked like a good asset on paper in recent weeks, hadn't been transferring that threat to goals on the pitch, but he's finally got his breakthrough now. 14 shots on goal, 2 goals, so the underlying numbers are encouraging, and I have plenty of confidence after that victory against Manchester City, and he's on penalties as well. And it was great to see that partnership with Son really emerging again. They're becoming the deadliest duo in the Premier League. The amount of times that they score and assist each other is just ridiculous. And Son, you know, he's been out for a little while, he's back now. He's looking like his creative best once again. He's had 8 key passes in his last 4 games, and 3 big chances have netted him 2 assists on those big chances created as well. For me personally, I think you should get both of these players in your free hit draft. The final fixture that really jumps out to me for premium players is Manchester City's trip to Everton. Obviously need to improve after defeat last weekend. Now, Kevin De Bruyne is the playmaker in this Manchester City side, but we have seen a little drop off in his form in recent weeks. He had 5 shots and 7 key passes over his last 4 games, which is far below his usual standards. He has had a recent rest, so you would expect him to start in this game, but we're only 1 goal and 1 assist in his last 4, and he didn't really create anything notable against Spurs either. I think if you are looking to Manchester City, even with that Pep rotation, I think Sterling is the best bet right now. He's the one that's in form. He's top for big chances over the last 4 games with 6. His minutes are a little bit inconsistent though, so if you are going to go with Sterling, knowing that we get that rotation, he tends to get 0 minutes and not come off the bench if he does miss out on that starting 11. But we also need to bear in mind that he could come on for a 1-point cameo. If he doesn't, then you need a playing player on your bench to come in, because we know that Pep can rotate, and it would be frustrating on free hit to only end up with 10 players. Notably, he did score a goal in the reverse fixture, so that's encouraging for him. Sticking with Manchester City then, and now looking at defenders. Where can we start? Obviously, we've got no Trent Alexander-Arnold, but João Cancelo is a very good premium option in there as well, and he's worth every 0.1 million of his FPL price right now. In terms of his shot volume in recent games, 13 shots in his last 4 games. He only played 3 of those fixtures, and he's ranked 3rd among all players in the game. That's just ridiculous. More attacking returns are coming from him soon, and it's encouraging that he has had that recent rest, because again, you would expect him to start in this fixture. And in the reverse of this fixture, Manchester City won 3-0 and Cancelo got himself an assist. Now, with all the rotation that we get with Pep Guardiola trying to pinpoint who's going to start in that midfield, it might be the wise play to double up on their defence. Now, I'm definitely going to have Cancelo in my free hit squad. I'm also looking at whether I go for the defensive double up rather than risking it on starters that aren't certain in the attack. And Ruben Dias is a great place to look. Manchester City have kept the most clean sheets this season with 15, and he has had a rest recently too. 2 goals and 3 assists this season, so there is a little bit of hope for attacking returns. Obviously not on the same level as Cancelo, but something that I'm considering. Now, if you want to go against the grain in your free hit squad, I have picked out a couple of differentials in the midfield that are worth your consideration. First of all, Manchester United's Jadon Sancho is finally finding his feet after that big money signing last summer. He's had 9 shots in his last 4 games. He's also created 8 chances, so there's massive potential there for goals and assists, and that is translated into his output over the last 4 game weeks, in which he's got 1 goal and 2 assists. Now, it's also encouraging to see that he started all of the last 4 matches for Manchester United, playing 90 minutes on 3 occasions. So he looks to have nailed down his place in that starting 11 now, which is really encouraging. The other option I picked out, and it's Pep Guardiola rotation all over again, but Riyad Mahrez really jumps out to me as a great option right now. He's had 2 goals in recent games. That was from limited minutes. Obviously, he's got penalties as well when he's on the pitch, which can really help him out. And I think he has benefited recently from Jack Grealish being absent through injury, because there's a little bit less rotation, not as many players for those forward spots in our Manchester City attack. He does tend to get rotated this time of the season though, around that Champions League. Again, he could be worth a punt, but make sure if you do go for him that you've got someone to come off your bench if he does miss out on minutes. My premium players on free hit then are going to be Bruno Fernandes, Kane, Son and Cancelo. I want to hear yours as well, so do get in the comments and let me know who you are going for. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel as well. All your support is really appreciated, and good luck everyone for FPL Game Week 27, particularly if you're on free hit.